phone's way over there. Great. Okay, looks like we're live. Okay, okay. Right. My 0 to 10,000 earning challenge progress update. Now, like, have I started it? I kind of yes and kind of no. It actually started. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Can I do it from here? No. Where's my? Oh no. Oh crap! I can't even do it. I can't even because I changed the settings on my S, so I can't even do it. Okay, that totally sucks. Maybe I can figure it out here. Hold on. Display capture. Oh man, it's actually more complicated than that. Okay, I can't share my screen the way I want to, but I can read numbers. I guess that'll help. Right. Yeah. Okay, great. So yeah, first time you see my face and you want to see more of this face, subscribe to this channel. Um, yeah, I tend to talk about my career as a cam model and my business as an affiliate marketer that I've been doing since March 18, 2003. And it's something I've been doing full time. I still do it full time. Last time I had a job where I had to leave the house and travel was 2008, somewhere in there. And they fired me because they found me naked on the internet. So, as for jobs, I think they suck. So, I'm all about making your own money, creating your own lifestyle, and living life on your own terms. So, this is where we're at right now. My channel's over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. That happened from August up until April, so about 8 months to get there because in August my channel was at 500 subscribers in that range and it jumped. Yeah, it did. I have to check the stats later. But I'm told you can check out on Social Blade the progress of my channel if you want to actually know the stats of my channel. So there's that. Yeah, my progress of making money as of right now. I kind of changed my goals a bit. I did. I really wish I could share my screen. All right, let me go find a tutorial to figure out how to add that feature where I could share my screen and talk to you about the numbers. It just makes better sense that way. OBS share screen. The joys of Googling while you're live to figure out how to share your screen while you're broadcasting live. It's fun times. It really is. It really is. So yeah, I mean, I could like log off and come back on, but I really don't want to. So let me go watch this video, put it on mute, and then figure out how to do it while I'm live, which I think it should work, because I believe it does. And yeah, I know chat's open. I will answer questions in chat as they appear. I tend to do things on the fly because it's like, the thing about my career of a cam model, I've been doing it since 2003, before YouTube, where the community of cam models was very, very sparse. There was like a good 20 of us that would communicate on Yahoo Messenger and MSN Chat and message boards, where you would wait until someone got back on the message board to post the reply. Now, with social media and Messenger and live broadcasts, things happen a little bit faster on the information side, but the work is all the same. It really is. You're going to have to put the hours in just to make the money, and that's just like, yeah. What am I doing? Hold on. I need to crush a lot. I hadn't even watched the beginning of the video. Yeah, so like right now, I'm at like $80 for the month of April. And I'm working 6 websites, and the traffic is as it is for the traffic for not working every single day. And the reason I don't work every single day when it comes to being a cam model is it's not super challenging for me at all. It's just a grind. I log on, I talk to the people in my room, I do my shows, I log off. And I happen to hit my goals. And my goals are typically $10 a day, or $10 as my log on, or $100 a day. $100 a day, if you hit $100 a day, or it averages out to be $100 a day, you end up making 36 500,000. Wait, no, too many zeros in there. You make 36 500. So that's what you end up making. The goal of 0 to 10,000, that's something every cam model should hit. And it's not even about how quick you want to do it. It's the fact that you've earned that money in the revenue of being a cam model. You want to hit 10,000. And the reason why I want to hit 10,000 is that it takes care of a lot of your bills when you're starting out. And typically cam models are starting out, they're out of college, in break, or they're coming from a job and they want to supplement their income. There's a very rare batch of cam models that just jump out of the gate full time. It's just what it is. And the full time, you're on it every waking moment that you can be online, and now you're on it every waking moment as much as possible and on multiple websites, basically doing the same job on multiple websites. The customers are all the same. They all ask the same questions. They all think you're beautiful. They all want to fall in love with you. They all want your phone number. They all want to find some ways to contact you off the website, which is against the rules of the website. And yeah, that they try to fake tip you. They say, yeah, like it's a very superficial, instant gratification type of job. And you get to do it in the comfort of your own home based on the schedule that you have in your own personal life. And yeah, it's I mean, like my perspective of doing it since 2003, and now we're 2019. I have to go look at a calendar and make sure of doing it. It's not that complicated. It's really not. The other day I wrote a post on my Facebook page because I saw that one of the campsites I work, they do a model of the year promotion, and they broke down the requirements that they look for to be model of the year. And we'll find the post so I can go read it. And my phone is way over there on the windowsill, so that's why I'm not trying to go get my phone to go do it. And I'm keeping that computer to say subscribe to my channel. It just makes sense. Yeah. So where is it? Yeah, hold on. 8 minutes, this is awesome. Yeah. And then for people that watch this on the replay, leave your comments. I'll go check them later. Where is it? It's loading. It's loading. Come on. And I didn't even check my audio if it's working. Great. Yeah, I didn't even check the audio. I probably should have done that. Still loading. Goddamn. It's a whole streaming and yeah, right. Model of the year. Come on. Oh, I post a lot on my Facebook. I do. I do. I post a lot on my Facebook. Oh, great. Yeah. No, that's not it. Is it after that one? Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, good. Okay. So, criteria of typically being a top model on most websites is earnings, member engagement, use of additional revenue streams, the ability to use social media, and the ability to bring new members to the website. Where is the, yeah, every campsite wants that. Every campsite wants those things. They want you to make your money off the website platform. They want you using the website platform the way that they designed it, of interacting with the members, making the members feel special, getting them to spend money, and using all the features and benefits on the website. Some of them want you to do a video contest on the website. And they give you criteria for the video contest of the website. They want you to meet them at the conferences that they do in Miami for XBiz Miami, and then over in Bucharest and Romania, they got conferences over there. So basically, if you're a cam model and you want to take it really, really seriously, you're going to have to plan. Are you going to go to the events? Are you going to, use social media? Like now it's become where it is a staple on the internet of being a cam model, because the website's been running since the 90s. We're now 2019. They're crawling to 30 years of being online for this industry, for the platform that it is, which is why it's so quick and easy for me to press YouTube Live and talk to you, because the skill set developed from being a cam model. So there's things that I say where cam models are like, if they're not making those benchmarks, they feel bad. The thing is, the benchmark has always been there. It's literally always been there. And just now, more people are doing it. So people feel what they're going to feel based on them not doing what they need to do. It's very simple. I woke up today, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's now 1. I should have been online camming from 9 a.m. till now, and then take my break at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then go make my lunch, clean up the house a bit, and then get back online. That's pretty much it. And then somewhere in there, I do my exercise, I read a book, I take a shower, I get back online. It's it's the whole thing about being a cam model is being on cam. Hey, Grace, like Rain. Yeah, hey. So I'm giving you like updates about my $10,000. I have not hit $10,000 yet. It's still a work in process. Technically, I'm at $81 and a penny for the month of April. Right now. Yeah, it's just what it is. It's more because hours I didn't work. I've been playing around with spreadsheets trying to figure out my schedule to multi-broadcast on multiple websites. I've been window shopping on Amazon trying to figure out how I'm going to set up my room so that I can have a standing desk with 2 or 3 or 4 monitors set up to broadcast to campsites that can move on wheels, so I can move it in my living room when I need to. Now let me read this. It's private. These chats are better than for starters. Here's the thing. You choose the site you want to work. The work is all the same. It doesn't matter if it's private base or token base. They're just different styles of the business model. You choose the business model. That is it. You choose the business model. So I've chosen private base websites, and then Camster, formerly Naked.com, is now a token based website. They originally started as a private based website. And then Cams.com, they added 2 platforms of private based and token based website. They're just adapting the business models of that for camming. They're basically the same. Customers want you to be nice to them. They want you to give them all the attention. And then they want to feel like when they give you the tips and tokens in private chat as generosity. That's it. It's all the same. It doesn't even matter if it's token or private base. The customer behavior is the same. It really is. The customer behavior is the same. And then originally with Chatterbait, back in the day when Chatterbait started, Chatterbait was just a website that listed cam models that did private shows on Yahoo Messenger. They didn't, like when Chatterbait originally started, they had my pictures on their website and they didn't ask my permission to put me on their website. Now Chatterbait cleaned up their act. They figured out a business model. They figured out how to do their marketing. They figured out how to do their payment processing. And now they become they follow the business model of My Free Cams. But originally when Chatterbait started, they were just listing a bunch of cam models on the website who were already cam models. Because it happened in 2004. It happened in 2004. And if you're really good at technology and digging through the web archives of the internet, you would find my face on Chatterbait in my pink polka dot army bikini thing on that website. You would find it. I know. I remember Chatterbait back in the day when I found them. But they're not like that no more. They've changed. They have. And now Chatterbait is sponsoring every conference. They got booths. They have their own swag. Yeah, it's just, I'm old. I'm an old internet whore. There's really nothing I can tell you about it. I work 6 websites. And the thing is, the only reason I'm working 6 websites, I am looking through my old emails over all the years to figure out all the websites that still have an account, why I'm working them. There's some websites that I thought I would work. I got distracted. Life came in the way and I forgot about the website altogether. And then when I try to go work on the website, the time it takes to work on a website, it is time consuming. Because when you're on a website and brand new, you don't yet have the traffic. You have to be there when you're brand new, a lot of the times in an empty room, waiting for people to take interest of you or be interested of you or see that you're new. And the new guys play these tricks on you of you show them something, they claim they'll tip you and they fake tip you. There is a initiation process that happens when you're a brand new cam model that you gotta wait it out for 30 to 90 days depending on how well you can implement staying on schedule. Yeah, it's that. Some people can make their money really quick, make payout really quick when they're brand new. I remember referring a cam model to I'm Live, and she became top model in 2 weeks. She passed me on that website. I'm Live was not one of the websites where I wanted to be a top model. It happened over time because I've been on Live since 2005, but I didn't see I'm Live as a serious, dedicated website because I was working cams.com and streamate.com. My time was already fully invested in those 2 websites. And then with Flirt for Free, the only reason I wanted to Flirt for Free, at the time of Flirt for Free, when they were starting in 2003 up to about 2006, they were a physical studio. Flirt for Free, if you want to work for Flirt for Free, you had to find a studio agent who had a location to work for Flirt for Free. Flirt for Free eventually let models work from home using Flirt for Free. But Flirt for Free, they pretty much rather have people in a really made up fancy studio working on those websites. Just now with the ability of technology and high-speed internet, and everyone has a webcam and a computer, more people can do it. But more people think they can do it, but they're not dedicated of doing it. Because how I'm sitting here right now doing my YouTube live video because I'm over 1,000 subscribers and I want to build up the momentum of my channel because I worked actually really hard from August to April. I got to keep it going. If I stop, not many people will be watching my videos. And then I'll get the trickle in of people that are watching my videos because it has people searching me for the first time. Webcam is the same thing. There's nothing wrong with working in a studio. It's just that when you work in a studio, you have the rules of the website, then you have the rules of the studio to follow. And then some of these studios keep the location extremely cold. Like it's no warehouse type room with concrete walls, and the place is cold. While you're home, you get to design everything, the way the room looks. If you're working when it's cold, like there's just things that are like you have more control when you're home. But a studio, they gotta brand the studio, they gotta brand the contract they have with the websites, then they gotta recruit the models. And then out of that, there's like 2% of the models that work in the studio, that stay in the studio, that are actually consistent, able to work. The same thing at home. Many cam models jump in, say they want to start camming, and never click broadcast. If you never click broadcast, you'll never have the chance of making money. You got to click broadcast to have the opportunity to make money. And then once you click broadcast consistently every single day, you say you're going to work and stick with it, then you worry about marketing. Then you worry about taxes. Then you worry about what computer should I get, or what internet speed you need to get, or if you're going to, what toys you're going to get, like those tip activated toys. Main reason I'm not jumping to buy those tip activated toys is that I'm not consistently working online to have an audience who would automatically spend money on me when I invest in a tip activated toy. You can use your fingers, even though it hit the come. Yeah, you could. You don't actually need the toys, it's just the toys are a prop. This is acting. You have to think of this as acting. So you set the stage, you set the set. Like when I put there's a scribe thing on this computer, and put the camera in a certain way that it shows, it's a thing. And my boyfriend's shirt over there, yeah. Like it's just you place things the way you want them to look on the camera. And the thing is, you'll be on cam, and some guys will want fingers. It's just what it is. And then some of them want toys, and then some of them want toys that look realistic, and then some of them want, like, it's just you. Either you choose exactly what you're comfortable with, or you spend a lot of money adapting to everybody's need that's in your room. One of them is more time consuming, I can tell you that. Because if you had so many props and toys for every request that comes in your room, and you can, camouflage yourself to adapt to everybody's requests, you burn out a little bit faster because you end up being everything, everything to everybody instead of just being like niched down to a specific category. It's just a whole lot easier if you pick your persona, you pick your personality, you pick the things you're interested in, and you do that every single day. Yeah, the requests you're getting, like, they don't even faze me. The guys will ask the most stupid, ridiculous things they want to ask. When I'm working, I'm in that mode. When I'm working, I like my customers ask me certain questions. I say yes, I say no, I do it, I make my money, I log off. For me, it's just a job. I log on, I make my money, I log off. We better display. You like they want to know you have them. They want to be reachable. They want to know they're reachable. If a guy, like, if they ask to see it, you want to be able to reach for it and show them. Like it's just easier. And the thing is, some of them, they get aroused by seeing the toys you have, and they sit in your room, and then that builds up the momentum that they want to spend money on you. Pretty much, the whole thing is a visual stimulation to get them to spend money. Like, think about reality TV shows. We know they're fake. We know they're fake. We know the producers put the people in situations to be reacting to certain situations. Webcam is exactly the same thing. Like, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, this whole red hair thing is only because it looks good on camera. And the boyfriend likes it. That's the only reason I go and buy this pack of hair when I go buy hair. It looks good on camera. And then now I'm thinking about getting my fake nails again, my full sets. Again, it looks good on camera. Like everything I do, does it look good on camera? What will make me money? That's it. Otherwise, I'd be in sweatpants all day long with a natural cornrows in my hair, and that's it. Because the marketing side, I don't have to do all this stuff. The affiliate marketing side of my business, I don't have to dress. I don't have to put on clothes. I don't have to be seen at all unless I make a YouTube video. My whole entire wardrobe is Old Navy, garage clothing, and that sports logo thing, Under Armour or something. Yeah, that's it. And jeans, a lot of jeans, a lot of leggings. That's it. My fancy dress up look is buying lingerie on multiple lingerie websites, as many lingerie websites as I can find, and I build up a wish list of things I'm going to buy for lingerie. And right now it's working out beneficial in my personal life. The boyfriend loves all the lingerie that I have, so I get to use them a little bit longer so they get their value out of what I'm spending. Like you kind of want to make sure like what you're spending for your business either could be used in your personal life or it's dedicated only for work. Because camming is just an acting role. You decide what the role is. You create everything. And then don't take it personally. Anything the guys say to you in your chat room, just don't take it personally. Smile, brush it off. And then if it really, really offends you what they're saying, log off, kick them out the room. Yeah, because they created that personality, they created that persona. I don't know how, but they have. Like this is a relationship business, but it's a fake relationship business. It's a fake relationship business. Like I remember suggesting in one of my videos to people to watch the show Imposter. I think it canceled now, but that's a pretty good indicator of like how you play a role until you get the money. Like it's a long haul game. And the other what's the other show with Letty? What the hell is that one? Crap, I have to find it. There was a show that I watched where she played a con artist, and she ended up meeting someone who's a hired killer. Let me go look for it. Because those are two shows I was watching where I was like, that is exactly how camming is. Right, but what show was she in? Good Behavior. That's it. Yeah, the show Good Behavior. The show Good Behavior and the show Imposters. It's like an awesome show to watch of how you completely dive in to the con you're playing to make the money. Because that's literally all it is for camming. That's really all it is. Yeah, Imposters and Good Behavior. And I think Killing Eve, but I can't tell while watching that show. But yeah, like any show that like even superhero shows. We all know who the superhero's real person is, but they feel this compelling need to be the superhero and hide their identity all at the same time. But the minute that they get the bat signal, they're on. Webcamming is exactly like that. Like yeah, like I don't know how to explain it to you because it's just like If you want to hit the big money, if you want to hit more than $10,000 in webcam earnings, and it's no particular time frame. You can do it in 5 minutes, you can do it in a week, you can do it like, it's just, you're going to have to really invest yourself in the character you're playing when you're on webcam. Like for me, the amount of marketing I was doing in the beginning of my webcam career, people were stealing my picture, using it on websites, and people would come in my room and they're pretty certain they were talking to me, and they weren't. Like the whole catfishing thing was seriously happening because people were using my pictures because I took the time to invest in really good quality pictures of doing photo shoots and buying lingerie for photo shoots and wearing high heels. I hate wearing high heels. But the mini persona, she's got to wear high heels. She's going to have to wear a high heel. It's just what it is. She's going to have to wear a high heel. Like, I totally hate wearing a high heel. Like, I remember going to a family thing, and I dressed up. I had heels, I had a dress, my nails were done, my hair was in the best weave I could possibly find for freaking $500. And my family has never seen me like that, ever. And they looked at me like, we should see you like this more often. I said, hell no, it takes too much work to do it. Because it does. It just does. So if your persona is to do the makeup, the nails, the hair, the lingerie, the shoes, the toys, go for it. Go for it. But just remember, doing all that work to get ready doesn't make you any money. Costs you a lot of money because you have to maintain that look all the time. And you need to be able to be on point to remake the money you take to invest in looking that way. Like, I get my hair braided. I'm well due to get my hair braided because I got it braided in February. It costs me, with the treatment, since I got my hair done once a month, about $150 just for the hair service salon. Then buying a pack of hair is $7.99 for this color. I should probably buy a whole lot more. Then I found on Amazon different color hair that I could probably try out to see how it looks on camera because it fits a persona. There was a certain type of colored toys that I would get. They had to be bright pink. They had to be bright blue. They had to be bright purple. They had to be those three particular colors because of the way they look on camera. To maintain that, if I was only buying those toys in those colors, and they're good quality toys, cost me about $200 a toy. It's not like I'm going to use it in anything else. So there's that. There's the cost of being the persona that you choose, maintaining it, and then what does it cost? So basically, playing the persona that you're going to choose for camming probably will cost you $10,000 to about $30,000, maybe more. Some girls go to the extreme of getting plastic surgery. Some, but the thing about plastic surgery, you cannot go back to the body you had before. Like right now, I gained some weight. I'm trying to slim down. My boobs will never be the same boobs in 2003. 2003, I was an A cup. I am nowhere near that anymore. I'm like an E, an F, a double D. I don't even know what I am anymore. But yeah. So now I got to update my persona of my hair, my nails. How do I buy outfits and lingerie that fit my boobs because they're uneven, 2 sizes? It's a whole thing now. And then I'm not doing the plastic surgery because me doing the plastic surgery would turn off my boyfriend. Plus, I really don't want to go through surgery again. It's not exactly fun, the whole anesthesia process, the recovery process, and then you're stuck with this foreign thing in your body the whole time. Makeup, I can handle makeup because I can take off the makeup. The whole thing about wearing makeup consistently all the time is taking care of your skin, which means night creams and moisturizers and SPF 25 and 30 and all that stuff. And then now working out, there's a whole thing now. Like the whole, if you watch Secret Diary of a Call Girl, the season 1 especially, she goes through every stage it takes for her to be the character of Belle de Jour. It's expensive. It's literally, and then people think you're obsessed and you work too much and all this stuff. But they do the same thing when they have to go find business casual clothes. So just think of it that way. Like I remember reading an article of them making them wear high heels for flight attendants. Yeah, if I had a job like that, I wouldn't work it. There's no way. Luckily, I wear heels. I wear them at the house. I'm not walking anywhere. Like the interesting thing about being a cam model wearing high heels, you don't have to go anywhere. You pretty much wear them in the studio, and then you take them off. And then my situation, having a boyfriend that loves them, again, I don't really go anywhere. It's just a prop. It's a visual stimulation to make money. I really hope this is helping because this is exactly what it is. Like, yeah. And then people worry about their family finding out. Exactly. If they ask for it, fine. If you can build up enough regulars who like you wearing the high heels, you make your money back. I'm not buying no chimmy shoes. I went to chimmy shoes. Apparently they're like $700 to $1,000, these pair of shoes. And I was like, and even though, yes, there was a pair of shoe that looked like my $40 shoes, but they were $1,000 for the exact same style that these look. It was nuts. I bought these years ago. Stopped wearing them because they hurt my feet. And now they're only requested, and I never walk anywhere in them that far. It's very fun. But they cost me $40. So there's that. So for a $40 shoe that looks like an expensive shoe that I make my money on, it's nice because you really don't have to spend a whole heap of money to wear costumes online. Yeah, the only thing is I can't find this shoe again. It's been very difficult to find a shoe with a studded pattern like that, especially in black. And I'm not able to find one like that. So I may end up buying the $1,000 shoe only because it's not going to be a shoe I wear anywhere. Yeah, and I remember what was that? Some documentary I was watching where this woman had a full closet of high heel shoes that she wears for work. Either the Burlesque documentary or some cam girl documentary where she had a room of just shoes that she wears for work. It was like, whoa. You could do that. It really depends. But like if you're not making the money, you're going to have to figure out the low end of your budget to maintain the look that you do when you're on camera to eventually a higher end thing of it. This is why the whole doing cam model to pay for college, I think it's ridiculous. I really do. I think it's ridiculous. Because you invest everything to make the money that you're making. And you sacrifice a lot to make the money that you're making. Like, I'm pretty much in this thing for life. My only thing now is if everything disappeared right now, I'd be screwed. I'd be screwed in the fact that I have no savings, I have no retirement, and I have no other job skills. None. Going to college, to be in some college thing when I'm 34, where I've only been in this thing for my whole entire life. Yeah. So now the whole thing is, yes, I dislike the job, but when I look at my options, this is really the best option I have. And then yes, there's my online business, affiliate marketing, stuff like that. It does. It pays really well, but at the same time, it costs money to do it. It does. It costs money to do it. And both things that I'm doing, my family don't think it's a legit thing. Even though there's proof after proof of many, many people that do both industries, and they're making a lot of money doing it. And it just comes down to being able to make the money on the website, marketing yourself as a person that does it, and then knowing how to recruit and market the website so you make more money on top of it. So this is where, like, right, my book Cash Machine breaks down the whole thing. Let me go find it real quick. Ow, I got to get up. Yeah, this book. When you read this book, you appreciate being a cam model more, because it breaks down your minimum goal is $100,000 for the year, $416 a day, $8,333 a week. Right? Is that what it was? Hold on, let me find that page. Yeah, she breaks it down, and it's not. She's broke it down as not money you think you're going to make. It's money that you have to make. So when you put that in the mindset of when I say my $0 to $10,000, it's not money I think I'm going to make. It's money that I have to be in a position to make. There's no excuses. Either I make that money or I suck. It's just what it is. I don't know, like, yeah. I take this thing super seriously because everything in it proves it's legit. The companies, the billing processors, the traffic, the media, the amount of media stories around this industry, and then you're gonna have a family member come tell you how you shouldn't be doing. I missed what? Did I jump pages? I may have jumped pages in my book. Yeah, here you go, hon. Yeah, it's this. Like, this book is old. I got this book when she was in Toronto for one of those make money conferences. And yeah, and I'm reading it finally now. And just the place that I'm at, you have to be in a position of making $100,000 a year. You just, because things are expensive. Things are expensive. And then people come into this business thinking, oh, I'm just going to do it for this little bit. And then they realize the obstacles are getting mostly family judging them, mostly people that don't know them judging them. I get it too. There's some comments that pop up on my channel lately where you guys are telling me your horror stories about this business. I don't care about your horror stories in this business. I live my own. We know this. I talked about it on my channel. I got started in this industry when I was held captive for 2 years. That legit happened. There's legal documents of that. There's victims compensation from that. I didn't let webcam stop me at all in that situation. Just like this, and this is where the healing process happened of, great, I'm in an abusive situation, being the cam model how I started. I didn't Google how to be a cam model. I found an ad in the paper. I was 18. I wanted to leave home. I had no experience, no college, no high school. I need to make money. Webcamming was it. Because webcamming was a thing at the time where you can make money from a computer and a webcam and never touch another human being. You're only touching yourself. Like, I don't see the men that are paying me the money. I saw a webcam as a mirror. How you would get dressed in front of a mirror. You would get naked in front of a mirror. That's it. And then the mirror happened to pay me a paycheck every couple of weeks. Where are those things? Where are my pay stubs? Yeah. Here are the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pay stubs. Yeah. The mirror. This is it. I don't know. So, do I worry about the fact that I'm naked on the internet? Or do I worry about the fact that I got paid? Like, this is all of 2018, these pay stubs. Now for the future, I'm getting paid with Paxum, so I won't be getting any pay stubs. But this, yeah. So now I'm at a place where everyone that was giving me advice when I was younger, telling me that I need to have a backup plan of college to get a job that I don't like, can't control my schedule, and I have to be told when to go to work, get a break, get time off, have vacation. No. Webcamming, you control everything. Everything. And then the most difficult thing about this is tracking my income, tracking my expenses for tax time. I found a free software. I'm using ZipBooks. ZipBooks is awesome. You enter in how much money you're making, you enter what you're spending for your business. It tells you if you're making a profit or if you're not. It just adds it up for you. Wonderful little spreadsheets, wonderful little documents that you can print off and go give an accountant so they can file all the numbers for you at tax time. This is where everybody was telling me at 18 up until about 27, I want to tell them to go suck it. I won't say that. It's fine. It's fine. I won't say that. But that's exactly how I feel right now. That's exactly how I feel right now. Because this business has been going on my whole adult life. It's been going on my whole adult life. My only requirement is high-speed internet, a webcam, and a decent computer. And then some outfits, lingerie, good lighting, and I click broadcast, and that's it. I didn't go nowhere. I may have washed my face and brushed my teeth. That's about it. Like, yeah, like they can judge you. Here's the thing about that. Here's what I learned too. So I was listening to Rick Warren. Is it Rick? From Saddleback Church. He did his Easter Sunday service yesterday. He was saying, I'm not religious. There's just certain things, a couple people that I listen to where it makes a lot of sense. So he was saying that Jesus, when he died on the cross, he died for all our sins. That's it. It's like the whole judgment thing that people do to you, of the behavior. Tell them, screw it. Jesus already forgive you. God already forgiven you. They can sit there judging you all they want. You're already forgiven. You're forgiven from the stuff that you've already done. You're forgiven for the stuff that you're going to do in the future. And that's it. So let's, like, if you have not done anything horrible right now, your future self might do something horrible. Based on religion, the Christian religion, you are already forgiven for that behavior. The only punishment that's happening is other people. The spiritual realm, they've already forgiven you. So if they would have fussed, oh, you're naked on the internet, oh, you won't get a job. Not true. The entry of being an entrepreneur, of people that are ex-cons, criminals or drug addicts is huge. It's huge. If you look at people in the industry of network marketing, affiliate marketing, that used to be in jail, homeless, a stripper, that are now making millions of dollars from working for themselves. This is where I tell a lot of people that are trying to make me scared or create fear that doesn't exist, again, to suck it. Yeah, when you cut, like, there's just certain things now where I'm like, really? Oh my God. Like, what are you telling me? No. It's a whole bunch of, no, it's a bunch of fear from other people that are too scared to take a chance on themselves. That's just exactly what it is. That's just what it is. Like, it's just, yeah, that's it. Because if they actually did everything that they crazily dreamed of, they will live a better life. Like, when a kid, you thought you were going to be a fireman. Let's say you did the training, but you still didn't become a fireman. You did it. That dream's done. Me going to LA to shoot porn because I wanted to be a porn star, I did it. Everyone hated me. Everybody hated me. I flew on that plane, landed in LA. They picked me up, brought me to, where was I staying? Not even a hotel. It was like a rented residence for stars that are acting or something. Some compound residence thing. And I shot, how many scenes I shot that week? 8 or 6 until I broke out in hives. Because I was too nervous, too anxious, because I got to work with every porn star that was available at that time. I was not famous. No awards. None of that. Just a bunch of pictures of me naked on the internet. But when people come up to me that, like, oh my God, I watched all of your videos? That's it. Like, that's it. But there's literally nobody out there who can tell me that I didn't live my dream. Because I did. I packed up and left. I was like 22. This is after I left being held captive. And I went to go shoot porn in LA. I did it. I got tested like a porn star. I got treated like a porn star. They did my hair, my makeup. They picked out outfits for me. I was wearing high heel shoes. I got to meet all these co-stars I was going to work with. And then they hired Vanessa Blue to shoot some of my scenes. And then I broke out in hives. Like, that whole week, that's the whole week that I had in LA. And now I'm dating porn star Voodoo, which I'm still not sure how that happened. Yeah, still not sure how that happened. Whether I'm dating him or his friends with benefits, all I know is this dude was the reason I want to get in the industry, and now we're together. Whatever label that is of us together, it's happening. I don't know if I'm a friend. I don't know if I'm a serious girlfriend. I don't know if I'm a future wife. I don't even care. Yeah, your fear will hold you back on everything. It'll hold you back. Fear and worry will hold you back on everything. Like, once you reduce all the risk and you know what they are and you have a plan for all of them, do the damn thing. Like, do really, like, as long as you're not going to jail, do the thing. Because I think that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. But even some people, they've gone to jail and come out of jail and they're fine. So maybe that's not really the worst thing. I'm just saying it's the worst thing because it's my worst thing, but probably it's not. It's just I'm too pretty and too soft to end up there. So I'm not going to go there. But that's my risk. That's my barrier. That's the boundary. I jumped out of a plane, scared to do it again, but I did it already. Because the whole fear of heights and free falling to the ground at 200 kilometers an hour scares the living nuts out of me. But I did it already. So the me that really wanted to do it got to do it. The me that's going to do it again, I don't know yet. Me learning to drive, I'm going to have to figure that out. I've been in a car, I've done the driving school, I just did not pass the road test. But I feel like I should be able to drive so I could rent a car when I want a car. Because it's a freedom thing. I can ride a bus, I can ride a train, I can fly in a plane, but somehow I can't drive a car. I can ride a bike. I remember that fiasco of learning to ride a bike. I can do that, but somehow I can't drive a car. I gotta work on that. But then again, it's not that bad. It took me like almost 2 years to learn to walk as a kid. So it's not that bad. There's certain things I'm just a little slower on accomplishing. Other things I move very, very fast. So if you have a checklist of milestones you want to achieve, achieve them. Whatever they are. I don't care what they are, but you care what they are. So go achieve them. Like I really want to go to the Maldives, that ocean with the huts on the ocean. I really do. But I hear it's like a 2-day flight on a plane. But the pictures are beautiful. The only thing that's gonna it's just money to get there. Most of the things it's either money or time or some skill you gotta learn to accomplish something. It's just what it is. It really is. It's just what it is. Like me earning $10,000, I've done it. I don't know yet. I don't know. Here's the thing about being a life coach. You kind of have to help people solve their problems and give them results. Some people are really, really broken, and I don't want to give them the guidance of fixing their problems. I just don't. It's exhausting because you repeat a lot of old patterns before you finally break through to get to a new pattern. Like it's a whole ring of fire thing you go through from being this person over here to another person over there. It's a whole bunch of annoying noise that happens for you to go over there and be the next person. And then once you cross over and become the new person, you wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Like my whole thing right now, how come I didn't tell my family when I was 24 to just completely leave me alone? Because I wasn't living with them. I was making my own money. I had my own place. So I didn't need them for anything parents are supposed to provide for me. And they sucked at it because I left home at 18. The minute I legally had the ability on paper to leave, I did. And the only reason my sister didn't do it, she was 16. She had to finish school. Her exit was to go to college. But me, yeah, the minute I knew my family was going to suck on taking care of me, I left. And I didn't have a plan. I just knew I had to leave. And now here I am, I'm trying to fix up my finances, fix up my career, travel more, probably get married, not have kids. I want to have $1 million or more. So I got a lot of work to do to get to 1 million. But it's luckily it's not like it's never been done before. The amount of people that have made $1 million, I just gotta find them. I'm not worried about that. I'm not even worried about right now the way my finances look right now, or that on tax paper I'm below the poverty line. Not even worried about it. Like, I'm not. Like, yeah, there's too many other things I gotta do where I can't worry about, oh, I'm broke or I'm poor. Or I'm not even sure if I have enough money to buy enough groceries to last me until I get paid. Not even worried about it. Just not. And it kind of goes back to the whole religion thing. I don't see if you watch the video I had sterilization surgery. I literally made sure medically I cannot have children. And it's because I emotionally cannot have a child. If I have a child, I will emotionally ruin them. No, I don't want them at all. It's no kids, period, never talking about no kids. My mom, on the other hand, thinks I should have kids regardless of my obstacles I've been through. She's not hearing the fact that I don't want them. End of story. Like, it's not about, do I think I could be a mother? Do I think I could raise a child? Do I think, no, I don't want to have it. I don't want to have it. Even to the point where if I'm dating somebody who has children, I want nothing to do with that relationship. So it's a whole lot better if I'm with somebody who doesn't want children. I don't want them in me. I don't want them in my life. I don't want to, I just don't. It's just, but saying that apparently, people get really, really uncomfortable. We're now in a time where we can have choices on everything. And somehow, if a woman talks about not wanting children, she's looked like she's evil. You're not going to be there to raise them. You're not going to be there to feed them and teach them how to ride their bike or spell their name or do the alphabet or, like, no. But you're going to tell me what to do with my uterus? I've been well equipped with handling my uterus since the day I was born. But you're going to tell me that I have to have a child in it. But you're not going to be there. But you're going to tell me to have a child. Because you think it's going to be such a wonderful experience. Experience my neck. If I want a wonderful experience, I can jump out of a plane. There's so many other things I can do to have a wonderful experience. You know how much food is covered in 24 karat gold? There's chicken wings, there's ice cream, there's tacos, there's steak, covered in gold. Why am I having a child? Explain this to me. Why am I having a child when I can have a steak covered in 24 karat gold? 24 karat gold or a whining, crying baby that will probably never leave the house, and I'm stuck with it for life. My mom's logic of having a child is that I will have somebody when I'm old. Here's the thing about that. When you get old, you can be in a nursing home, you can hire a nurse aide, you can hire a private doctor, you can hire your own damn small private hospital if you wanted to. It all takes money. If you have enough money and you're old and you need somebody to be there for you when you're old and gray, because they're going to take care of you, you can hire a whole medical staff of people to do it. And the thing about the medical staff of people that you're going to hire to take care of you, to be there when you're old and gray, so you're not alone when you're old and gray, they probably have children that have student loans, want to go to college, all that. You can give them your money. Have not people figured that out yet? Why am I going to have children to maybe give them money when they could end up like little bastards? No, I'm not taking care of my family. They don't know that though. They still think I'll be there for them, but I'm not. They got my sister. My sister's off in medical school. She can take care of them. And then now we have a little brother who's now going to be like 16. He can take care of them. Luckily with my brother, he is from my father, not my mother and my father. So my mom got my sister and my dad got my brother. I don't have to do anything, and I'm the firstborn. They got a spare child each. And they're younger than me, so they groom them to think that they have to take care of them when they're older. I saw through that bullshit really, really quickly and left home. I'm not falling for that scam. That is probably the most biggest scam ever. Is that your parents have you and they try to tell you that you are supposed to take care of them when they're old. Take care of yourself. Especially with the ones that work like 90, 80, 100 hours because they're taking care of you. If you are working so much, you must have money to take care of yourself. That is just where I'm at right now. Because every one of them, if I plan dinner or movies or travel or vacation, they all tell me they have to work. So when I hear, oh, I have to work, I hear I choose money over the relationship I have with my child. So then you can use that money to take care of you when you're old. Like, I'm glad you guys are getting that because this is awesome. So, Courtney, awesome. Spirit Queen, awesome. My retirement plan is to make sure there's money in my retirement account and it's invested in things that will make sure I got a couple of $1 million when I'm over 70. And right now I'm following the Dave Ramsey plan of the baby steps 1, 2, and 3. There's no kids going to college. That means I put more money in investments. I'm not buying a house, so that means there's more money in investments. I will rent my dream home. I will not buy my dream home. If I buy a home, it's because I'm doing it for real estate investments to have a multi-family living in the units so they will pay my money for me. I refuse to own a home that I got to worry about taking care of maintenance and no. Renting, the landlord does it. I call the landlord, tell them what's broken, they have to come fix it. That's it. Even driving, I need my driver's license, but I do not need to own a car. There's car sharing places everywhere. There is Zipcar, There is Flex something, Car to Go. There's a whole bunch of companies that are just sharing the car for $12 or $100 a day. That's it. And you can get fancy, expensive cars for $12 an hour or $100 a day. So if I want to drive my Audi, I can go rent my Audi. I know there's self-driving cars. I don't really care for the self-driving car. I did watch iRobot. So, I'm not really a fan of the self-driving car. But what I do know is someone else can drive me. Even that, someone else can drive me. Either a bus can drive me, a limo driver can drive me, a Uber driver can drive me. I know, pick a service and have the money and they can drive you. Even when I go to the States, I take Super Shuttle. Super Shuttle takes me from the airport to my hotel, from the hotel back to the airport. And the Super Shuttle people, if I want to go to Target or Whole Foods or wherever when I'm in the States, I just need to find one of them and they take me there. Or, depending on where I'm going for like a conference, I share with a bunch of other people and they want to do an Uber or a taxi or whatever. I hop in with them. So my transportation cost is like less than $300 a month. Sometimes not even. Sometimes it's like $75 for the month on transportation. The only thing I gotta worry about that's high and expensive in my budget is rent. That's it. And groceries, I'm only feeding myself. And I cook the same things every day. It's not like, oh, my grocery budget's high and I'm cooking all this expensive food or everything. No, I tend to cook the same thing. Curry chicken, stewed chicken, oxtail, and then like soup, and then Chinese dishes. That's it. If you're cooking the same thing all the time, your budget is the same amount all the time, but it varies about $5 to $10 depending on what's on sale or what's not on sale. And then when you cook the same food all the time, you're in and out of the kitchen a whole lot faster. You do realize that. If you cook the same meal all the time, you learn to cook that thing a whole lot faster so you can get out of the kitchen faster. Like stewed chicken is literally like a half an hour. Once all the vegetables are chopped up and the chicken is seasoned, it takes me like a half an hour. That's it. Shake and bake, awesome. The only real work involved with shake and bake is making sure that I have macaroni or rice with vegetables. And if you want to go vegan or vegetarian or whatever, you already know what section of the grocery store you're buying. No, I actually don't wear makeup online. I'm still wearing my old piece of lingerie right now. I gotta make money to invest in probably makeup. I'm looking to get into that tattoo eyebrowing thing, but it costs like $300. And then my nails, depending on what fancy things I want to do with my nails, it can cost me like almost over $100 to do my nails. So there's a range of things. This is the bare minimum things that I do that get me online. Because here's the thing about being online. As long as you look pleasant, you look pretty, you'll make money online. This is why my braids are still in my hair. This thing has been in my hair since February. I refuse to take it out right now because I don't have the money right now. And all that means is I gotta work a couple of websites so that they can pay me. And because everyone's paying me with Paxum, I get my money faster. Like, right, I got the Paxum MasterCard. I found a US ATM that gives me US dollars. So that means I pay less fees in my Paxum card. Then, since I'm taking out money out of the machine in US currency, I walk across the street to my bank and I put the money in, and I don't really lose that much in fees. I think now my fees now, when I calculate it for Paxum, I pay about $5 because Paxum's $2 on their end. The ATM here is going to charge about $3. That's $5 right there just to get my money in the US currency that I'm already making, living in Canada. Yeah, yesterday was a big revelation of the stuff that I've done to get to this level right now. Of living in Canada, making US dollars, living in Canada, self-employed, on my own schedule. The thing about every campsite has your own payment options. You have to choose the best options for you. I've chosen mine. I've done the math of the fees it will take me, the minimum amount it will take me to get paid, because every website has a minimum threshold that they'll pay you. I've talked about it in many of my videos. And then each campsite has their own collection of payment methods. You choose the best one. They will pay you with that payment method if you make the minimum threshold amount to get paid. So Stream8 with Paxum is minimum $100 every Friday. They run Sunday to Saturday and they pay out every Friday. I chose Paxum. So that means my focus, if I just want to get paid that one little check, is $100. Talked about that too. As for the tip toys, they're kind of expensive. If you're in the US, I'm in Canada. So yeah, Paxum is not available for new US models, I think, if you want to open a personal account. But I think Paxum will let you open if you have a business account. But you got to go to Paxum to figure it out. Paxum works for me for my location. If the payment methods on the websites that you're with don't work for your location, you got to find one that does. It's just what it is. Like these websites, they've been around long enough to figure out payment methods, and they pay you on the payment method you choose. If you have an issue with the payment method for fees, it's the cost of business. Get over it. Because here's the thing about being a cam model and you're working on a website. I should probably stand up because my ass hurts. Let me stand up real quick. Okay, let's see how this works. My bum is numb. Okay. Pop out chat real quick. And then, where's this? Let me scroll up. Yeah. So yeah, the thing about working campsites is that they've been through the ringer of processing their payments and sending models their payments. So they've chosen companies that will pay them in the way that they can get paid. It's not just like your end, it's also their end. Because they're processing the payments of the customers with the credit cards. Then they got to pay you. Then they got to pay the affiliates. And they have a certain requirement that they have to meet with the companies so they can get paid. Can you see my face? Like, what's happening here? I don't know yet. Because this thing's on a delay, so I have no idea what's happening right now. Yeah, they decide. So you pick the one that you can do, and then if there's a fee that you have to pay to get your money off of the service, you have to make more money to handle the fee. It's just what it is. You have to make the money to handle the fee. Can you see my face? No, because it's marketing. You have to learn marketing. And I spend most of my time making money online. I don't worry about offline. But I have multiple income streams that happen offline that have nothing to do with webcam. It has nothing to do with webcam. So there's that. Let me stand back here. That would help. Okay, because this is not helping me. I'm going on for 5 more minutes. But I can't see my face. Hold on 1 second, people. Um, okay. That'll help. Because I didn't know what I looked like before. Yeah, you just have to make more money to handle the fees if you're working with a payment method that's too expensive for you. Because the websites are not going to change their payment options. I learned that with I'm Live. At the time, I didn't want to use Paxum because I didn't like Paxum's customer service. And I'm Live, if I still wanted to work with them because of how they set up paying me in my country, I had to use Paxum. I got over it. I wanted my money. Because with I'm Live's options for me, I can no longer get a check in the mail. And then it was Paxum, e-pay services, e-payments, or cryptocurrency. I'm not a fan of cryptocurrency. So I went with Paxum because it was easier to sign up. They accepted me in my country. And then just for, secondary measures, I made my account on e-payments and I made my account on e-pay services. E-pay services and e-payments, their fees are more expensive than Paxum. E-payments doesn't right now send out MasterCards to Canada, probably not in the US either. So there's that. E-payments, I have no idea. My account's ready to go with that site. You can fake everything you want on webcam. Like really, you can fake everything you want on webcam. It's an acting job. It's a creative acting job. Yeah, it's a creative acting job. E-payments, yeah, like I said, I have no idea how they operate. My account is ready to go for e-payments. And e-payments would only pay me, I think, from I'm Live, and that's it. Yeah, if I get paid from I'm Live, that's it. But I'm Live is not one of my top websites. And right now, everything smoothly pays me with Paxum for all 6 of my websites. Right now, I'm really, really happy with that, which means if I work my 40, 90 hours for the week, I'll be getting paychecks all the time. Like really, just all the time I'm getting paychecks. No, it doesn't have to. It's more of you visually looking like you're having a good time. That's the whole thing about it. You have to visually look like you're having a good time. A lot of facial expressions, camera angles. Yeah, eventually you'll figure out how to look like you're inserting something and you're not. It's a skill you learn to develop the more that you're working. But everything is a giant illusion. As to how to do it, I can't explain it here because of the content of it, but you just have to figure it out. Yeah, I can't afford one either. So, like the whole tip activated toys, I can't afford one either. But only get them if you plan to do this business long term. You could. Some customers will. Some customers will buy you stuff. I had that happen many years ago. They used to buy me stuff. They bought me my camera. They bought me my other camera, not the camera I have right now. They bought me my other camera. It's just a hassle of doing it, of getting them to spend the money. And the thing is, some of them will fake doing it. Some of them will make the purchase, send you the copy of the receipt that they made the purchase, but not send you verification that was delivered, and then cancel the order. So don't rely on a customer buying you anything. Save money, put it aside to reinvest into your business. Because that's the whole point. If you're going to do this, you have to set money aside to reinvest into your business. You have to set money aside to file your taxes. You have to set money aside for your retirement. You have to set money aside for saving for emergencies and purchases. You're going to have to learn to budget your money if you want to stay successful doing this business. Toys, laundry, lighting, paint for the walls, whatever you're doing, you have to save money for it. Yeah, it's exactly when I make affiliate sales. I make affiliate sales based on somebody reading my article, or they have a conversation with me and they go purchase the product I tell them to go purchase, and then weeks later the company sends me the check. This is one from, yeah, which is great. I'm really happy about it, but like, it's just what it is. If they feel like it's their idea, they've emotionally already made the purchase. They've already logically talked themselves to make the purchase. You just have to be ready to receive it, and that's it. It's the law of compensation and all that. How much well, here's the thing. See, I set myself daily targets. I set myself weekly targets. As for specific numbers that I'm making, you are not my accountant. Because what I make doesn't determine what you'll make. I've been at this 16 years. I'm well aware how much money I have to make. And it's a non-negotiable. It's my non-negotiable. So if I set myself to do this job, I set myself at a non-negotiable money that I have to make. Awesome. Yes. I know it's just a question. You think it's just a question, but the thing about when people ask that question, they're looking for a comparison as if it's a regular job. This is not a regular job. This is a lifestyle. This is a business. This is something I've been doing and ingrained in myself to create habits and behaviors to make a certain amount of money. I measure my results in a very certain way, and I focus on them. The reason there's hype around those toys, the tip activated toys, is because it enhances the experience you're having with the customer. The fact that the customer can send you money and the toy buzzes off because they sent you money creates the same reaction you would get in a casino. The bells and whistles going off in a casino is the same reason why people keep putting in coins in the slot machines. This is why sometimes it feels like with webcamming, you feel like you're a blow up doll because it's set up that way. Because you don't use a lot of your brain to do this job. You're dressed up like, a Barbie doll, hair, nails, makeup. Then you set your room up in to look like, you know, a staged set. And then you got toys that buzz off only when somebody tips you or takes you private, or they control it by the app that they have on their end, or it's activated by the toy that they're using on their end connected to your toy on your end. And then you smile and giggle and jump up and down like an anime cartoon, like on Sailor Moon. This is it. That's the job. Most everyday people can't do this job. They can't. Like, yeah, like this. It's, yeah, and then these customers feel like they really love you. Like, some of them feel like they really love you. And yeah, like I remember Dave Ramsey had a clip of somebody who sent a cam model over six figures of his money. He had a digital affair with this person, and the wife called into the show about how her husband sent the woman $150,000 and he never met her in person. I find it laughable. I find it very inspirational. Some people will feel bad about it if this business puts someone else in financial harm. Yeah, I posted it. I did. When I found it, I had to post it. I posted on Stripperweb. It's, if you can find my old posts on Stripperweb, it's in there because I found it so inspirational. Because she didn't meet him, he didn't meet her. The wife eventually found paper trail records of the money gone and vanished, and she can never get it back. And if you're smart about your money, that money would have been in your retirement, it would be in your savings account, it would be reinvested into your business, it would be reinvested in your hair, your nails, your computer setup, your lighting, so you can run your business more effectively to find another customer who would do the exact same behavior. With me in relationships, I don't see it the same way this wife called into the show would. I just don't. He did. He went into his moral Christian Bible behavior of how to handle it. I don't see it that way. I just don't. Because when it's the way you make a living, there's just certain things you just don't care about. Because if you worried about every customer's financial situation, it stops you from making money or taking care of your situation. Yeah, I had women call me on the phone. I had women call me on the phone. They found my number, as if I'm going to steal your husband. I'm not going to steal him, but I'm going to take his wallet. If he willingly pull out his credit card and clicked send me tips, send me credits, enter my private show, join my fan club, buy my videos, I'm going to take his money. The service was provide, the product was provide. I'm going to take the money. And this is also the safety about working with a campsite. The campsite kind of saves that barrier of, you work on this platform, the customers are here, they send you the money, we pay you a percentage, they handle the chargebacks, they handle the merchant account, they handle the advertising, they handle customer complaints, they handle everything. No, Luckily, that has not happened. I'm pretty happy about that. And the few times it has happened where people have come up to me because they recognize me from my website, I tend to get them to buy me a meal. So I always get something out of it. If they want to fuss over, think that I'm some superstar, they can buy me dinner. They can buy me lunch. They can buy me groceries. They can pay for something yeah. Like I used to have one guy that used to visit me in the strip club, never said a word to me in the strip club. Took me VIP, spent all the money on me in VIP. I would come home, he would write a novel email of everything he could have said to me in conversation. And still saw me online on webcam. Because he recognized me from the strip club, he recognized me from webcam. He spent just as much money on me. Like, this is the job. They think they're in love with you, they're in love with a persona. You all know what celebrity you have a big, huge crush over. And if that celebrity walked into your house, you would drop everything and do anything for them. It's the same thing. Some of them do. Some of them do. But here's the thing about when they, like, if they're, like, the whole IP address, things like that, you can get your IP address changed from your internet provider. You can change and buy a new computer. You can use a VPN when you log on the webcam sites. The thing about that is that they have to do something physically against you to make it a legal situation. If it's all digital, all that stuff, there's not a lot of stuff that they can do. If they're digitally trying to bother you and harass you, there's not a lot of stuff that you can do. Because I had that moment happen where I had someone that was bothering me online, and I called thinking that I can do something about it legally, and there's nothing you can do. You have to know their name, their legal name, know what they look like, and they physically have to be in your physical space before law enforcement does anything. But for digital stuff, not a lot they can do. Like I even had a company, or not even a company. Porn WikiLeaks put my information out on their website. Couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't do anything about it. Eventually, because of the way that they were operating that website, they got shut down by FBI because they broke laws in their country. But the fact that my name was on their website, not a damn thing I can do about it. The digital things that are happening online, law enforcement has not caught up with. They haven't figured out the resources to handle that situation. So you just have to be careful of things that you're saying, things that you're putting out there, and that's it. Because all you can do is take care of your physical environment. Because it's pretty much like the same thing if you have a customer in your room and they're like posting horrible things in your chat room. Not a lot you can do. You can either log off, kick them out the room, or block them. That's it. And because they're a customer of the campsite will keep them because the campsite needs their money. The campsite's not really going to block this person unless the person does something directly to the campsite. And then they'll just find another campsite. There's hundreds of campsites. They'll find another one. All right, we've been going on for like an hour and 40 minutes. I can probably sit down now. I've stretched my legs a bit. Exactly. Like, there's only so much you can do. There's really only so much you can do. I remember my therapist telling me she had a stalker once. And she even told me there wasn't a lot that she could do because of the way this person was behaving. He was far distance enough where he wasn't in her physical space, in her bubble, where he wasn't able to get charged for anything legally. It's the same thing with the internet. And then you also have to think that your information online is already online because you bank somewhere, you sign up on a newsletter somewhere, you online shopping. If you already have something online, you're already online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, online banking, hotel check-in, some points program that you sign up online, you're already there. It might not. It really depends. Some people don't care. Some companies don't care. Some people do. Like, but it comes down to making your own money, building your own business, building your own brand. You get to decide what the rules are. If you have enough income streams coming in, you can run your own production company. Because I was thinking about that. If I was going to make a movie about my life and I wanted Tyler Perry to do it, I would need the money right away to go up to Tyler Perry and be like, you're going to do my movie. At most, he'll say no because he doesn't want the money or he doesn't believe in the story. But if I have the money, I can do whatever I want. Because with everything I've been through and everything I've done and being a woman of color and all that stuff, it's not a typical story. It's not. But the right production company and the right, film director and all that stuff, especially if they're brand new and they don't have a name for themselves, but I market myself properly where I have a brand and I have an audience and I already have people that are going to buy the product, I can get whatever I want. We've seen it with Apple, we've seen it with Microsoft, we've seen it with Tesla, we've seen it with everybody. Even Oprah. We see Oprah bought a plane and avocados. She built her own orchard farm for avocados. She got tired of flying whatever direction she was flying for the airline and bought her own plane. Now she's with Apple trying to do a documentary with Prince Harry. It's because she has money. She has influence. She has a brand. She has people that know her. She has television stations. She has all that stuff. If you have all that stuff because you made sure you made money and it's invested in a place where it's making more money, you can do whatever you want. We just saw it with those people trying to get their kids into colleges and paying the money. They thought they can get away with it because they had money. Even Paris Hilton and her whatever tape she did, and Kim Kardashian her tape. Kim Kardashian's trying to be a lawyer right now. You can pretty much do whatever you want when you have the right resources. This is why I'm not worried about any of it no more. There's too many people doing stuff because they have money. I'm not even worried about it. Like, I'm not. Like, I even had somebody inbox me who wanted to make a documentary about me being a cam model, and I didn't like their pitch. I said no. And there wasn't going to be a whole lot of money out of it for me making their documentary because they're in film school. But the amount of kids that are in film school that want to make some life-changing documentary, great. But they still need the branding, the influence, and the money to make it actually worth anything. Even Tony Robbins, when he did his documentary, he really didn't want to do the documentary. He only did it because the person that approached him for the documentary. Now this thing is all over Netflix. Even The Secret, how The Secret put together. It was done on a shoestring budget. Everybody knows it. The people who did The Secret didn't have a lot of money when they did The Secret. Even Tyler Perry, he was writing plays and they all suck. Then he did TV shows and they kind of suck. But he bought Oprah a Bentley. It's a combination of work really hard, make a certain amount of money, and then buy whatever you want. You're gonna have to work. The work is unavoidable. But if you put your money in the right places and your money has a specific job to do, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like it just became more clear in the last 2 years for me about it. Of the people I was seeing in certain industries, where they come from, where their stories are, where they are now, how much money they making, things they want to invest in, where I was like, really? Like you're popular because you know these two people and they talk about you so more people know you. Yeah, you can suck at doing webcam as long as you're making your daily target. Like $1,000 a week is $150 a day. Which, if I had my calculator, I could break down how much it is for 8 hours. But that's just how it is. So if you know your daily target for the week, you know your daily target for the day, then you decide how many hours you're going to work each day and you break it down by the hours you're going to work. Like I believe now my 500 a day goal breaks down to $38 an hour. That's it. I only focus on did I make $38 an hour. Like last night I logged on I'm Live. I made $9.13. I'm halfway at payout. Payout on I'm Live is $50. I'm now sitting at $24.47, which means I gotta make another $24.60 something cents. Yeah, like that's pretty much it. Once you set up your account and they activate it and you have everything in place, work. You can work as much as you want, take a break when you want, take your lunches when you want, make your dinner, like everything. Just set your schedule. Nobody's gonna tell you what schedule to work. It's you doing it. I have worked 7 days a week. I worked 2 days a week. Sometimes I only work just enough days to make payout. My schedule, like, cause it's full time. I don't have any children. The boyfriend's on a road trip vacation right now. All I gotta do is work. Like I can't, like yeah, like, and because all my other issues are solved, I'm good. The PTSD is gone. The bipolar disorder is under control. I'm not talking to my family anymore. I cut out friends that are annoyingly judgmental and thinking I need to have a job because they work so hard in their job. Not my problem. If you have to commute to your job 2 hours stuck in traffic and you come home and you're tired, not my problem. Really not. I chose my method. I chose a proven method of making money that's been happening since 2003. And as of today, the websites are up and running. So every minute the websites are up and running, that means you can make money. You do realize that. If the websites are running, your account is ready, all you gotta do is log on and make money. Pick a website. I don't care. Pick a website, reach payout, get your first paycheck, get another paycheck. Because once you get your first paycheck, you know it's legit. You know it's legit. This one's $23.34. No, 32. This is 32 bucks. This one's $28.85. This one's $100, $103.91. This one's $43.80. It's real. It's not even about the dollar amount. It's the fact that it's a real money. Real money that came to me long spent last year. The websites are still operating. I gotta make more. Work 7 days, work 5 days, work 6 days. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The thing is real. The thing is real. The money is real. The government wants taxes. The business is real. The money is real. The government wants taxes. What more do you want to do this job if you're doing this job? And as if you already, understand what the job is, done the process, done your research, the money is real. Just go do it. I have to go do it. I'm well aware. I'm well aware what I have to do. But I'm discovering a lot of people, even though this business has been around for 20 years, there's a lot of people that still have no idea what to do. And now my feet hurt, so I can sit. Yeah, I don't. I'm good. Is that live? What happened here? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, good. Yeah. It's as real as it's gonna be. It really it's a sales job, it's a commission job. You're not an employee, you're an independent contractor. You're responsible for filing your taxes. You're responsible for marketing. You're responsible for sales. You're responsible for how you look on camera, when you go on camera. You're responsible for talking to your customers. Being nice to them is a really highly recommended if you want to make money. But for some reason, people seem to make it complicated. It's an instant gratification, relationship building job. Driven by men who think stupid. And the thing is, it's the same thing if you're a male webcam performer or a female webcam performer or a transgender webcam performer. Your customers are men and they think really, 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 really small and they have a credit card in their hand. Some of them are drunk. Some of them are lonely. Some of them are married. Don't matter. They have a credit card on their hand and they're on the website. That's it. Yeah. thing about taxes, it really depends on your location, your tax rules, and also your tax bracket will change depending on your income. Like you want to save money for taxes to pay for somebody to file your taxes, like an accountant, or you can use a software like TurboTax. Yeah. And then you want to count all the money you're spending on your business. That's why I use ZipBooks. ZipBooks is a free accounting software. I've entered in all my numbers of how much money I made, then all my expenses for my business in there, and it calculates if I made a profit or if I'm in a loss. A loss is just a negative number. Or if I even out with zero. Because you're self-employed, this is a business, you have to make the money. And then depending on how much money you're making, you may end up being incorporated or an LLC, and it really depends on how well you do. And then in Canada, it doesn't matter how much you're making. The government wants to know that you made $1 and the taxes from it. If there's going to be tax, the way they calculate their calculations of paying taxes. This one. This is my favorite book right now. Because this gets you in the mindset of making $100,000 a year, $416 a day, and it's a must do. It's not, I think I will, oh, that'll be nice. No, it's you must go do it. And it's happened many times in Webcam. I mean, you kind of start with making sure that you make $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day, and then you 10x it. So the next book I have to get is a Grant Cardone book, 10x, because that's pretty much what it is. The minute you make the $1, you gotta go and make 10. Then you gotta go make 100. Then you gotta make 1,000. Then you gotta make 10,000. Then you gotta make 100,000. And then if you're not making a certain amount of money, you have to figure out how to invest your money to make more money. Because that's the thing about listening to Dave Ramsey. People are making millions of dollars by getting out of debt, saving for their purchases, investing their money for a long period of time in the right stocks, mutual funds, real estate, whatever it is, so they can have $1 million. Because this whole thing, oh, I'm not making a lot of money, it's an excuse. It really is. It's just really an excuse. Just take the responsibility. You're already making the money in this business. Save your money. Save your money for retirement, because you're all going to get old and gray. Old and gray and possibly sick. It's going to cost money. And you got to eat food every day, or some liquid form of food every day. All of it going to cost money. Whether you're low income or high income, food is always going to cost you money. And some clothes. And if you really don't want to be in a homeless shelter, you're going to have to make money so you're not in a homeless shelter. And that's like assuming the country you live in actually has homeless shelters. Some don't. The big thing is when I get people to get over the fact of what this job is. It makes money. People are making a lot of money. People who are on it every day are making some kind of money. Whether it's $5 a day they're making, $10 a day they're making, or thousands of dollars a day they're making something. Every time you go to these campsites and you see models on there, some of them are making anything. I remember like I'm Live, one show, guy popped in my room, private chat room. I made a penny. I still made the penny. Even though Canada doesn't make pennies anymore, I still made a penny. Which means if I made a penny, I can make $1. Are we understanding what's happening here? Because the fact is, I logged on, I made a penny. I laughed about the penny. I may have to take a screenshot of the penny and put it on my Instagram. I might, or Twitter, or something, because it fully says I made a penny. My rate is low on 5 websites, not Stream8. Stream8, I keep my rate $5.99 and $7.99. And the reason my rate is low on the other websites is that I need to build up my momentum of being online on a consistent basis. And I want to make sure that these companies are sending me a check on a regular basis. So when you have your rate low for per minute rate for a period of time, you build up regulars, you build up fans, you build up guys who are going to spend money on you because your rates are low, and they're less likely to try and say that you're expensive. But then again, no matter what rate you're charging, people will say you're expensive. Like my highest rate on I'm Live is $3.80 a minute. I have people coming in there that saying I'm expensive. But on Stream8, I charge $7.99 a minute, and I have guys in there that say that I'm expensive. No matter what rate you charge, somebody wants you to be lower. But if you can make sure the checks are coming in on a regular basis and you're not tired and burnt out from working, because it's a physically demanding job. You're moving around, you're under hot lights, you're in uncomfortable positions. You just saw me right now on this live sit from chair, standing, chair. Webcam is the same thing. I've been running around talking for 2 hours straight. If this was Super Chat was on, I would probably make money. Webcam, same thing. And that's the other thing I want you guys to understand. This job is just like any other job out there. You just sometimes happen to be naked. If you choose to be naked. It's not like it's mandatory that you're going to be naked. It's not. It just happens to be in that category. But the government don't care. When your money comes in, they want their taxes. Oh, I've been on for 2 hours. You're definitely going to want to watch the replay. Yeah. So like I talked about a lot of stuff. I've answered people's questions. Yeah. It's been 2 hours of telling people, get over it, you can make money as a webcam model. If you're choosing to be a webcam model and your account is active, get over it and go make the money. And anybody who's trying to discourage you or talk you out of it or judge you, tell them to go suck a lemon. Because the checks are real. When they come in, the government wants the money. Your retirement wants money. Your bills want money. Your kids, if you have any, they want money. This is at least one option you can do on your own schedule, in your own home, with internet, high-speed computer. You pretty much now need a high-speed computer and a high-speed internet with good lighting and a good webcam. And then, of course, the props and your hair and your nails and all those things. There's too many things involved. Because when you go through if you go through this book and you go through the business model, when you break down the business model of what webcamming is, it fits the criteria in this book. This woman wants you to make money that has to be $100,000 a year, minimum. Her minimum is $100,000 a year. Her minimum is you making $416 a day. Pick your business model, understand your business model, make $100,000 a year. I almost said $100,000 a day. But yeah, it's at that point where, yeah. And then budget. Learn to budget. Budget, retirement, make your money. You're going to have to pay taxes. If you're Canada, US, you're going to have to pay taxes. Definitely. If you're not in US and Canada, look up the rules for taxes where you live. It's just what it is. And then figure out some retirement savings account if you're not in US and Canada. US, you can do a self-directed 401k and Roth IRA. And then Canada, you have a retirement savings account, you have your tax-free savings account. You can go in any bank and open them. As long as you're putting money in there regularly, your bank is going to offer you a lot of products and services you may or may not need. Like I went through my video already on my channel where I talk about my financial journey of debt and bankruptcy and now making money. All happened by being a cam model. I was making so much money at 18 to 24. The bank was throwing credit products at me all the time. Where I crashed and burned, went into debt, filed bankruptcy, and now I got to rebuild everything following the plan of Dave Ramsey. Still doing webcam. Webcam is still there. I still got a job. I can still make money. I can live to fight another day. I'm really not interested in working in McDonald's or the Gap or Old Navy or some customer service line. No. I have no high school. I have no college. I'm 34. I'm on the internet. And it's not that I'm sad. It's just these are the choices I've made where here I am. I want a webcam until there's no longer a webcam. Like this how it's gonna be. I'm gonna webcam until I can no longer webcam. And the thing about college, it's always gonna be there. It's a business. If I really feel the need to go to college and go take some courses to get a college degree, to get me some career, college is always going to be there. Probably gonna go back and finish my GED, do some upgrading of my credits. I'll probably take IT, computer IT, and web if I go to college. I figured it out already if I'm gonna do college. Like, it's already there. I said to go back to the college and be like, hey, I'm coming back. Can I finish my program? And I'm good. And luckily, the program, as long as they have funding, it's paid by the government. I won't have a student loan to start that program. It's a program after that program, I'm gonna have to figure out how to pay for college. And I cannot get another student loan. Yeah, the joys of bankruptcy when I file bankruptcy. See? You have 2 degrees. Can't do anything with them. So yeah, read the book, become an entrepreneur, make your own money. You can hire people who went to college. They need a job. Think about it. If this YouTube thing actually becomes a thing, and my affiliate marketing business does the way my business model of my affiliate marketing business does the way it's supposed to, and my network marketing business opportunities work the way it's supposed to, I can hire people who went to college. They can tell me everything they learned in college. Their great experience of college in 2 to 4 year degree programs. So I can pay them minimum wage in a job. Isn't that great? Like, have you really, like, this is what it is. If you figured out how to make the money, you can hire people who can't get a job because they have too many degrees and pay them minimum wage. You've done your service to the world. Yeah, because when you read this book and her other book, Millionaire Maker, she talks about hiring people to do jobs you don't want to do and you can pay them minimum wage. And then when you look at the labor rights websites for Canada and the US, minimum wage for various industries that you are legally allowed to pay people, and also you have to tell, like, there's a certain legal requirement how many hours they're supposed to work. Yeah, when you, like, it's it's really, this is probably why Trump is in power. Because I'm serious. I mean, they're taking his name off of all of his properties, but the man is still running the country. And when I figured out all the books I have, because I have one book from Trump, I got this book, and then I have a bunch of other books. I listen to Grant Cardone all the time. Yeah, the whole entrepreneur thing and the way people are doing it now with online and YouTube and affiliate marketing and network marketing and e-commerce and all of that stuff, you can hire a bunch of people who went to college, can't get a job, pay them minimum wage, and you've legally done your service for Canada and the US. It's right there. Go read the websites. Just go read the web, like, because that was how I figured out how many hours I have to work at home and what minimum wage is. And if I make minimum wage working from home doing webcam, I'm ahead. Because when you figure out minimum wage, what it is, where you live, and if you stay home doing webcam, making minimum wage, you're ahead. There's literally no job out there that you would do if you can figure out how to make minimum wage, staying at home, never have to travel, never have to pack your lunch, never have to wear business casual or some uniform. Yeah. Because if you can fit, like, Ontario right now is $15 an hour. $15 an hour working 7.5 hours for the day with a minimum of a 48-hour break. That is the weekly minimum wage labor board requirement. That's the minimum target. So great. You hit minimum wage, you hit that target consistently, then your next target is 100,000 for the year. $416 a day. I know $416 a day is more than 100,000. It's like 150, I think. I forgot the math. Just do a calculator. Yeah, that's it. That's your target. You spend all this time going to college to get a degree. And I learned this in a book. I didn't finish college. I didn't finish high school. I failed my GED 3 times. This book told me everything I need to know about business, making money, finding the right business model, staying in profit, having investments that are making me money in real estate, gas, oil, cannabis. Yeah. And she has programs I can join and she'll do everything that's in this book for you. She runs her webinars. She really wants everybody to make millions of dollars. Same there with Grant Cardone. Like, the most minimum requirement to get close to these people is to pay for their coaching packages, attend their conferences, be the VIP ticket. be at their masterminds. It's the whole Think and Grow Rich book, even though I have not read that book. And I barely finished reading the book Science of Getting Rich. I probably should go back and read that book. Because Bob Proctor swears by the book Science of Getting Rich. And, you know, the secret's all based on Think and Grow Rich. And she talks about a book, Jekyll Island. How Jekyll Island is based on why the poor is poor and why the rich is rich. It's some really old book I found on Amazon. There's that. And you spend how much money in college? I believe a college semester is about $5,000 a semester. This book didn't cost me a thing. This book was free when I got the book. But it's like $30 on Amazon. Even the basic is not what you need to know. I remember trying to study for my GED with that giant phone book. I failed that thing 3 times. And the thing is about failing the GED 3 times, my score was like 300 away. Just because I didn't get a certain type of questions right, I didn't get the score I needed to pass my GED. Where I could have gotten a graduation, a cap and gown because I got my GED. All because I couldn't get a score over a certain amount of points. I was 300 away on the points. I was 300 away on the practice test. I was 300 away on the first time I wrote it, the second time I wrote it, the third, like, yeah. And now I'm like, screw that, I'm not getting my GED. And then I discovered every college has their own internal upgrading program to get the basic requirements so you can take the courses in the college, directly at the college. And some of them are covered by the government depending on which, you know, marginal background you fall into. You can actually go to certain programs for free. This took falling on my ass, mental psychosis, in and out of psych wards, in and out of the damn psych hospital, trying to go through programs trying to save sex workers because they think they need to save us, to find all these programs. They're there. They're not advertised well, but they're there. Same thing with getting grants and bursaries to pay off your college. Because I remember going through the college program, a girl in my class, she was taking every scholarship grant she could find, and she paid her college free for the whole 2 years. All she had to worry about was transportation and food. Yeah. If you're US and Canada doing the college route, it makes sense. Find every program, government funding, write an essay, get someone to give you, like, it's just there. As long as you're funding the program, it's there. Certain programs are being cut back for whatever political reason, but as long as they're still there, go use them. Because most of them are like, you gotta write an essay, you gotta get a doctor's note, you gotta apply to the scholarship. And the thing about some of the scholarships, some people, like, the scholarships are set up, but people don't apply. So the money in the scholarship program, because they raise the money every year for the scholarships, people don't apply, but the money's there. They just roll over the money the next year. Because one of the scholarship programs that my aunt did for teachers, they raise their money every year. She said some years people don't apply for the scholarships. And then the one year that she did the banquet dance thing, celebration, people who won the scholarships, it was 2 people. It was 2 people, and they split like 20 grand out of the scholarship fund that they had. I'm all for applying for government services if you can fill the need of needing it. Because it just takes filling out the paperwork. That's the one thing about needing English. at least minimum grade 10 English has done for me. It's given me enough English and writing skills to write enough essays to get every government funding program I have access to. All right, good. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I am hungry. Yeah, I told you everything I know and more. Everything I know and more, and it all comes down to stop being lazy, go make your money, save for retirement, and just don't be stupid. Like, really. It does. I think, yeah. Yeah. It's funny. Years ago, I would never be in this place right now. This is really, it's funny to me. I don't know who I am half the time when I say these stuff. This is, yeah. Okay, what are we doing? Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Where is that keyboard? Okay, found it. Okay, good. Yeah, smooches.